Positive focus. Why lesson apply? So what? This company was pissing me off, and they wouldn't let me out of a contract. So I'm still waiting to hear back from them. But I looked at their email and I wrote them back a pretty, I guess it's a nasty gram, but I was basically saying that you haven't delivered on what you claimed. Your sales guy lied to me, and you're not going to win anything by trying to fight me on this, because I will destroy them on social media if necessary to make sure I get that $450 a month that I'm paying these guys is not worth it to them. Because I'm not going to lay down and take that shit from them or anybody. If I'm paying money for something, I expect value, and I expect them to deliver on that value. And I expect them, if I'm paying for something they told me, I expect to get what they told me, instead of crappy customer service, crappy software, and a crappy situation, and being lied to, not even getting stuff. So why is this positive? It's positive because in situations like this, it helps me to realize I just need to get clear on what I want. So I included in this letter at the end, I said, this is what I want. I want you to let me out of this contract you're trying to hold me to. I want you to cancel my account. And I want you to make sure that you do not damage or mess up anything that is connected to this account that is mine in retribution. So I told them what I want. Because until I get clear and tell them what I want and why I want it, they would probably just horse around, try and throw their retention department on me, try and keep me on board as a client, try and smooth this over, because they don't care. They're employees. Their goal is their job is to try and keep people on. So I made sure I sent the email to that person's supervisor, whoever's next up the chain. And if I get resistance from the person next up the chain, then I will ask who their boss is. Because until I get to the CEO of this company, somebody there can make a decision to let me out. And if that person isn't going to be the person I'm currently talking to, I will just go to the next person up. There's always somebody up higher, right? So either take care of give me what I want, or give me the next person. Because I'm clear on what I want, and I want out, right? So that's positive. So what's the lesson in this? Why lesson apply? What's the lesson in this? The lesson is, when you are having a problem or a situation, you get clear on what you actually want, then the conversation becomes relevant, or it's irrelevant, right? If they start having to have a conversation about smoothing things over or keeping the business, and I've already made up my mind that I have no intention of working with their company, they've broken that trust, I have no interest in working with them, then they have the choice of making things worse or letting me out, because I'm clear on what I want. So the lesson is, when you're clear on what you want, the battle is over. When you're clear on what you want and you're in a battle, that you already know the end result. So you may die on the battlefield, but it doesn't. You either die or you get what you want. So, why lesson apply? So how does this apply to my body? Well, I got to be clear on what I want and what I don't want. I can whine all day about I don't want to be in this crappy situation. I don't want to be with this crappy company that isn't taking care of me. I don't want to. In my marriage, I don't want to have a marriage without, sex or connection or being touched or being told I'm the man or whatever. I could whine about all these things. Body being balanced business. I could whine about my kids acting a certain way. But until I'm clear on what I want and I communicate with all of these people what I want, I'm not even empowering them to play the game with me. It's game over. It's lose, lose, lose constantly, because we can't have a real conversation because it's not relevant. So, spirituality, I need to know what I want. Do I want a connection with God? Do I want to feel like I have a purpose in my life? Do I need to just make a choice? My coach today, Satema, is awesome. He just said, make a choice. Sometimes you just make a choice. Instead of waiting for the heavens to open and God to shine a light down and say, do this, Jason. He gave us brains for a reason. He wants us to make a decision, to do something, and follow the best and highest good that we know. If I follow the best and highest good that I know, whatever that might be, maybe God will open the heavens at some point and say, Jason, you're doing things right. Way to go. Or maybe he'll say, hey, you need to change and do something else. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to steer a car when you're moving. This car is not moving right now. And turning the steering wheel and trying to change direction doesn't work as well when you're not going forward. So, why lesson apply? So I can apply that to my body being balanced business. Get clear on what you want. So this is Jason Hull with Open Potion, DoorGrow, Gather Kudos, sitting in a car, and I'm out.